Good morning, Dragonlings. It says we're live, so I'm going to just double check everything, make sure it's actually live, make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to, and then I'll come back and introduce myself. We're good. Everything's working the way it's supposed to. So, hello, good morning. Welcome. If you're new here, my name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes, and I am preparing for NaNoWriMo, doing some Preptober work. And yeah, we're going to do some productivity sprints. I'm only going to be, we're going to be, wow, I cannot talk today. Not unusual, but still, that's not the point. For those who don't know, we do 25-minute sprints. We like to grow a tree in the forest app, which I haven't even set up yet, like I usually do, on par for the course. And then in between, we chat. I also have a timer on the screen for anyone who does not like growing a tree and just wants to be able to keep up with how much time we got left on our 25-minute sprints. And I throw prompts on the screen for whoever wants to write but doesn't know what they want to write about. No obligation to use them if you don't want to. Lately, we've been doing like dialogue prompts. But let's say hi to everyone in the chat. We got Catpaw here. Good morning. Same old project, same old. Nothing wrong with that. Can you believe I made it here on time for once? Not only were you on time, Catpaw, you were early because I hadn't even started my stream yet and you popped up. Eva's here. Hello. What are you working on this morning, Eva? How close? I know the last couple of times you've been here, you were working on admin stuff for Bookend Lane, I believe, as well as finishing up editing on your 7-day book challenge project. So how close are you to being done with that, out of curiosity? Like, inquiring minds want to know. Hi, CB. Welcome. It's been a while since I've seen you here on my channel. Working on a warm-up for Nano. Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get us set up for our first sprint by getting our tree ready. Last time we were having trouble with the new tree that Forest app released. It was the Jacaranda tree. And we think it was because of the fact that you need to update the app before you can start getting that tree. However, I'm going to try something today. We're going to be growing one of the exclusive trees because I want to make sure that it's not the fact that they've changed the rules. And even if you grow a plant together, you can't get it unless you already own it. So we're going to do one of the exclusive trees today. And I think we're going to do the Starburst tree because I like that one. I have not used the Forest app since I last did a stream. I can tell because of the fact that I still had it up on the plant together portion. Oh, my keyboard went to sleep. I think. I hope that's what happened. Why is it acting like it's dead? Interesting. I have brand new batteries in it. It shouldn't be acting like it's dead. Nope, that's not what I want. This is what I want. This is acting weird. Well, fudge. Okay, well, I guess I'm not using the external. Nope, okay. All right, well, I guess I will be using the keyboard on my keyboard. Starburst tree. Let me put this code. GT5BRSG. There we go. That's for whoever wants to join. Let me invite the couple people that asked to be invited. Boop. I'll figure it out. I probably have to reconnect it, but I don't remember the button combination in order to reconnect it since I took the batteries out and replaced them. Because I realized just now that I haven't used it since I replaced the batteries, so it could just be that. I haven't done much on the romance revision at all. Life through. It's okay. 10% through revisions. Oh, life through some wrenches. Okay. Well, whatever you decide to work on, I'm sure it'll be fine. Whether it's admin, business, or revisions. I should be working on finishing up my 7-day book challenge, Jesse St. George, but I haven't been. I'm going to give it a couple minutes to see who else, if anyone else wants to join the 4-step, and then we'll do our first sprint. Who else doing NaNoWriMo? Oh no, I hope everything's okay, Eva. And that she's on the mend. Oh, my prep for Nano is done just about. Freezer is full of food that's what I should do. Daily candy rations are made up. Plan is done. Baking will be done the Thursday. Wow. CB, you are on top of it. And I am happy for it. Like, I was filling out Heart Breathing's Preptober workbook the other day. I don't even know which day it was now. But I was writing down like the meal plan stuff, the ideas. And like all of it's stuff that'll take me like 10 minutes to make. Well, that's not true. There's a lot of prep work with some of this stuff, like breakfast burritos, breakfast sandwiches. Those are the stuff I was planning on like meal prepping and like putting in my fridge. Lunch ideas, sandwiches, leftovers, because I don't really eat lunch unless it's one of those two things. Snack ideas, chocolate chips, chocolate frosting, and ice cream. And of course, the ice cream's chocolate too, because I'm a chocoholic. Dinner ideas, pizza. We do both homemade pizza and store-bought, as well as like, restaurant-bought Pizza Hut. Jambalaya, mac and cheese, tacos, bats and cobwebs, which is basically a lasagna of sorts, soup, and salad, because we're getting into the colder months. So that's what I put on my like meal ideas list. But I haven't actually prepped anything. This isn't special food. This is all stuff we would eat normally anyways. It's just that I was trying to figure out the meals that would like take the least amount of work. And honestly, the ones that are going to take the most amount of work are the breakfast sandwiches and the breakfast burritos, because I have to do all of the extra cooking. Everything else I can do, basically, jambalaya we make in our Instapot. Bats and cobwebs takes the longest to make, but it spends most of that time in the oven itself. The prep work for that isn't that bad. Tacos I don't usually make in the first place. That's my husband. Soup, depending on the kind of soup, we alternate between what kind of soup, who makes what kind. Like he makes the tomato soup and I make the homemade chicken noodle. So like it varies. And salad, I just throw everything in a bowl. And that's what I was trying to think of, was easy meals that we could do that wouldn't take a lot of prep work. And like the mac and cheese, the girls make the mac and cheese now. I was trying to think of stuff that I could delegate to other people as well. Don't do any special foods for Nano. Keep a nice stash of snacks on hand, and the guy does the bulk of the prep work. See, there you go. Oh, hush. No one asked your opinion, phone. Christmas tree is going on the 1st. Wow. Aw. We don't put our Christmas tree up until after Thanksgiving. It's like Thanksgiving, and then Christmas tree goes up like 2 days later. So that's our plan again this year. And I don't put the tree up. Justin puts the tree up, puts the garland on, puts the whatchamacallit on, and then the girls decorate it. And as long as me and Justin each get one ornament to put on the tree, we don't care what they do. I try to have ready-made, quick to defrost meals, nuts for snacks. I don't like nuts. I know I'm nuts for not liking nuts. All right, I see it's 10 after. We're going to go ahead and start this first sprint. So let me get our banner up. Here is our first dialogue prompt. Again, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. Whoa. Well, that was weird. A thumbs up just randomly appeared on my screen. Like a bubble. That's new. Do do do. Nope, that's not the way I want it. There we go. So here's our first prompt. Here's our timer. We're going to go ahead and start this first sprint in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments below. And Cat Paw, since you grew the tree with us, can you let me know if you actually grew that tree or if it's showing up as a cedar tree? Because I'm curious how that's working. I'm going to go ahead and get our next tree ready. And then I'll come back to check on the chat. What tree do we want to grow now? Let's do this one. Because I can. Boop. I think it's a plum tree. That's what I'm going to call it, even if that's not what it is. Ha 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 ha. Hey, Miss Swift. Yes, this thing is adorable and it's warm. That's the best part. Oh, no, the best part? The stars, they glow in the dark. Ah. This was like a birthday / Christmas gift. I don't remember which one, from my parents last year before, because I was complaining about how cold it got here. I'm sorry, CB. Okay, I'm glad you got the pre-tree. That means that it was just that we needed to update the app so we could get the jacaranda tree. Okay. Awesome. Let's see, 374 words, 564 words. That's awesome. Everyone's doing so good. And I switched out my keyboard for one that plugs in, which makes me sad, because even though I switched out the batteries with another pack, I bought 2 packs of batteries. So unless both batteries packs are bad, it's the keyboard. So I went ahead and switched to the plug-in keyboard, which makes me sad, because otherwise I'd be like right here in your face the entire time I'm typing, or I'd pull it closer to me, either one. Love getting calls from spam in the morning. It's great. Let's see. Novelette is such a pain. I know it's my first romance, so it's fine, but I keep adding depth to the subplots. So it's been a bit, but I have to. I've started planning what I wanted to work on for next year. And I'll be doing that on the next sprint, trying the batteries on something else to see if it's the batteries. I don't think it is, though. I've got a remote that uses AAAs as well, so I'm going to go try that on the next sprint. Okay. Came in late starting with my own timer, so I may have to miss growing that. Oh, I'm sorry. But at least you're able to grow trees. Do you have the new jacaranda tree? Just out of curiosity. If I'm pronouncing it correctly. But like I started making my writing and publishing plan for next year. Yeah, I know, crazy. But I'm telling myself I have to limit my plots because I'm doing a lot. I'm doing a short story a month, except in September, where I'm doing 3 short stories because of Short Story September, which I think it's Heather Salter Purvis, if I'm pronouncing her last name right. She did it last year, and that's how I found out about it. And I was going to do it, not last year, this year. I was going to do it this year, but then I was working on other things instead. So I did not end up doing it. But I do have a plan to do it next year. Debating over cleaning the kitchen or writing some more Marvel fanfic. This is a productivity stream. You do whatever works for you. That means cleaning. That means cleaning. If it means writing, it means writing. Up to you. All right, I'm going to pause this timer real quick so I can get us set up for our next sprint. Take this code down. Put our next prompt up. for whoever wants to write it. All right, we're going to start this next sprint. 25 minutes on the clock. We'll come back. I'm going to go test some batteries before I do anything else, and then we'll come back in 25 minutes, starting in 3. Oops, helps if I press the timer. Ah, my mouse is now being a bitch. All right, here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, that is time. Let me know how you did what you did in the comments. I'm going to get our next tree set up, and then I will be back to check on everyone's progress. Taking forever to complete the tree today. Weird. There it goes. Oh. All right, there is our next tree. Okay, so I tested the batteries in my TV remote. It is not the batteries. I did finally get the keyboard to turn on, but it wouldn't connect to my computer. So I don't know what's going on, but it's not working correctly, and that makes me sad. So I am still having to use the plug-in keyboard with the cord, which makes me I don't know how to feel about it. But I got a keyboard, it's working. It just doesn't make me happy, and that's okay. I don't always have to be happy when it comes to keyboards, I guess. Tear. But I got a couple words done, got some research done because I was looking up keyboards. And I actually was looking up when I bought my wireless one because I was like, I don't think I've had that long. I bought it in September of last year, guys. It's lasted a year. If after the stream is done, I'm going to try a couple other things where I like restart my computer and see if I can get it to connect then. But as of the moment, it is dead, and it makes me sad that it only lasted a year. However, it was only like $30. So I guess I can't complain too much because the math means that for a year it only cost me like a couple bucks per month. So I guess that's okay. Maybe I'll just buy a couple of those keyboards in bulk because I do happen to like it. It works really good. And because it was so cheap, I didn't bother worrying about a warranty or anything like that. So it's fine. But like I said, I'm going to try a couple other things, see if I can get it connect, and then we'll go from there. All right. During that sprint, I saw someone pop in. Here, Russia. Hello, Hannah. That's who popped in. See. CB got most of the dishes done. Gonna run back and finish the rest of them, and then I'll be back. Sent prologue and chapter 1 off to an alpha reader to see if it was too slow of a start. Got the feedback back. Wow, that was quick. Help the fan get set to head off to visit another Jima, and now I have work time. Nice, Eva. Hannah got 467 words. Not feeling most inspired today, though. I don't blame you. I have opened up my Word document for Jesse St. George, and I'm keep looking at it going, I don't feel like writing this today. Eve says, going to visit my mother yesterday, then today, not tomorrow. My time-sensitive anxiety and schedule triggers. Yeah, I filled out my planner again. I started filling out my planner again because I was going to try to go without using it because I'm tired of relying on it. But last weekend I realized why I rely on it so much. Because last weekend the kiddos were supposed to have a 4-H meeting. And in the back of my mind, I knew, okay, it's Sunday. I need to go with Justin to work so I can steal the car from him so that I can have the car so the girls can go to their 4-H meeting. But I still told him to his face, hey, I got nothing else planned today other than my live stream. You can take the car. All because I didn't have it written down in my planner. Because both writing it down multiple times as well as being able to visually see it makes me remember. And I didn't. So we missed the first 4-H meeting of the new 4-H year because I could not remember that there was a 4-H meeting. Fun stuff. Cat Paw got 273 words. Yeah, mattresses only last for me a couple years because of the animals. And after that, I don't mind repaying for more of them. Yeah, my snuggle is cool. I love my snuggle. And the stars glow in the dark. I talked about it on the last sprint. All right. We're going to go ahead and start this next sprint. Let me get us set up banner-wise. Going to hide this banner because we don't need it anymore. All right. Remember, you don't have to write on the prompts. They're just there if you want to write and don't have any inspiration. I don't have affiliate links for the snuggle. This was a gift from my parents because it gets really cold up here in the winter. And the library that I'm in right now doesn't have any heat unless we plug in a external heater, which blows the circuit breaker because this was an add-on that was built after the original house. And my grandparents did the wiring themselves, which is now not up to code and 20 years out of date. So that's great. So yeah, every time we plug in a heater in this room, we blow a circuit breaker and it's starting to get colder now. Like it is still 30 something degrees outside right now. I don't even think it's hit the 40s. And it's not particularly warm in this room. So during the first sprint, I had to go get fuzzy socks on my feet and my snuggle because I'm cold. So here we go. We're going to do this next writing sprint. 25 minutes on the clock. Work on everything that you want to work on. I believe in you. You got this. It's just 25 minutes. I don't have no idea what I'm going to work on, but we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that is time. How'd you do? What you do? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and get our next tree up. We've got one last sprint we're going to do before we end the stream. Let's see, which tree should we grow now? We're going to end with this tree because I like this tree. All right, I had to get the code. I was working on my newsletter actually for November. There's the code for the last tree that we're going to grow. So I was working on my introduction to my November newsletter during that sprint, and I think I finished up, but I also included some links, so I had to go look up links, especially to I had to look up my NaNoWriMo page so that anyone who wanted to add me as a writing buddy could. And I'll put that link in the description for anyone who wants to add me as a writing buddy on NaNoWriMo because I'm doing NaNoWriMo. So there's that link. Let's see. Lots of comments came through. Oh my goodness, hold on. Morgan joined us during that sprint. Hello, good morning. There were some comments about how much can be shared elsewhere if you go with Kindle Unlimited. Newsletter talks. I haven't even published the link for my newsletter, but the newsletters are scheduled. Deadline mode saves me. Have them ready to go now. That way you can get in the habit of low pressure, right? That's why I'm working on my newsletter now, because I've got some extra goodies. Like I want to make a game board that's fantasy related for NaNoWriMo to give to my newsletter subscribers. So I wanted to get everything else done for my newsletter so that I can focus solely on that because I'm super excited about it. Trying to make everything sort of templated. Feel that. My newsletter follows a strict thingy these days. CB got 128 words. It's awesome. Eva combined 2 scenes to reduce word count and improve pacing. Requires removing 1 subplot. I'm not sure if I'll need or not. So it's okay. I promise. Save the deleted words for another story. Woo! Throwback scenes are fun. It shines some light on why the MC is the way she is, but I don't enjoy writing bereavement scenes. 190 words. Morgan got some plotting done, looking at character pics right now. Okay, that's awesome. Hannah hopped over to another project to add some bits and bobs. 22 days until the madness starts. Yes. I'm actually looking forward to it. I haven't officially participated in NaNoWriMo in a while. Like, I was looking at my NaNoWriMo page, and it's been a bit since I've done NaNoWriMo officially. When was the last one I did officially? I think it was a camp one that I did officially last. Projects. There we go. 2021. So it's been a couple years. And I haven't officially worked on, let's see. Like as a official participant working on a brand new story from start to finish, I haven't, like, not as a rebel is what I mean. It's been 2019 was the last time I did that, something like that. So that's fun. Usually I'm working on multiple projects and editing. Business launch on the 1st. Sign up for Book Headlines News on our website with the same name. First story I want to release on the 7th. Nice. Miss Swift got some plotting and some dictation cleanup. Awesome. All right. With 1 sprint left, I'm going to go ahead and get our banner set up. And we're going to start. Last sprint, 25 minutes. Whoops. In 3, 2, 1. I know my my count is off. That's okay. 25 minutes. Let's go. All right, that's time. Let me know how you did, what you did in the comments. That was our last sprint, so I'm going to go ahead and take that prompt away. And yeah. Whoop. Oh. I forgot I had the page open still from when I sent out links this morning for the live stream itself. So I finished up everything I could for my newsletter right now. I posted to Facebook asking for all my author friends for links to any works they may have written during NaNoWriMo that are now published, because I wanted to include some of those links in, or two. I'll be like randomly drawing two and picking those. If I've read them, they're going to be those. So yeah, I'm adding those to my newsletter. Let's see. Okay. Miss Swift got some plotting, some dictation cleanup, bits and bobs, deleted 1,800 words, which felt good. That's awesome, Eva. I actually do not like that feeling. Do not like deleting words because it feels like time wasted, if you know what I mean. I had to take off my headphones because they were dying. Catpaw got 197 words. Eva got 266 words in the rewrite. That's awesome. Everyone did so good today. Miss Swift did more plotting. Overall, I'm really happy. I am almost I think I'm almost done researching for, let's see, hold on, where did my Preptober workbook go? I wrote down everything I needed to research for my nano project next month. Yes, Gwen? Or not. Okay. Never mind. I didn't want to talk to you anyways. Let's see. Oh, I did the research on Old English. It's actually early modern English. So I need a early modern English. Because I still haven't decided yet if I want to write my story in early modern English, like the dialogue, or if I wanted to put a note that it is modernized text, even though it's not the language they would have spoken back then. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do as far as that goes. So, yeah. I love the Final Fantasy victory music. Oh, even better is the Chocobo song, which I cannot do off the top of my head. I particularly like riding chocobos in Final Fantasy 15 just to hear the music. I don't care if I'm only going 5 feet. I want to hear the chocobo music. Morgan filled out some character profiles. That's awesome. How are you doing Nano this year, Morgan? I'm curious and I want to know, and I'm nosy. Eva has embraced that deleting large chunks to change plot is part of her process. Nice. Not what's supposed to be nice. Okay. I figured we were doing like not the Final Fantasy music. 82 words. Tony Stark that found out he has 2 children. Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, I am not a fan of the early modern English. The dialogue language was why it was so hard for me to get through Scarlet Letter. It sucks. I hate it. I did find a translator though, both for Shakespearean English and the early modern English. It's fairly similar, but the Shakespearean English seems to it's the same language, but the innuendos and the nuances between the two are slightly different enough that it's like I can put the same text into both and there will be just slight differences between the two. So I'm going to probably go with the more early modern English versus the Shakespearean English. I can't describe what the difference is because I don't recognize what the difference is. I just can see that there is a difference. I'm the person that when we had to read Othello in high school, I never did read Romeo and Juliet, but when we read Othello, I had to have that version that had the original text with the modern translation of the same page on opposite sides. And even after reading both compared to each other, I was like, I still don't know what the fuck's going on in the original text, and I don't get that from that. So, yeah. Doing Nano, undecided on the project. Oh, that's no worries about that. Do vowel shifts, yeah. Wasn't allowed to do Shakespeare, Renaissance English. Phone, hush. No one wants your opinion. Oops. Apparently I do, because I opened up what I was trying to close. Whoops. Oh well. Whatever. Yeah, I do like using the Pomodoro Kitty. But the Forest app will always be my first love. And I was looking at my resources page on my website, and I still have a link to the Demon app, as we like to call it, the productivity challenge timer is what it was originally called, but we called it the Demon app because it screams at you when it goes off. So that was hilarious. I gotta update my resources page on my website because I don't have the Forest app. I don't have Pomodoro Kitty, which I just recently started using this year. So yeah. Love reading Shakespeare. I love the retelling of Shakespeare stories, and I like watching Shakespeare both in play and movie format. I don't like reading Shakespeare. I do not understand it. I do understand them. I am a visual person, so seeing it acted out is much better for me. I do love watching Shakespeare plays and movies. So, cat paw repelling as always. Short story and getting AA ready for pub. AA. I feel like you've said what that was, but I can't remember. UK equivalent of remedial English, because I was token special ed kid in mainstream Catholics. Ooh, I'm sorry, CB. I love a good retelling of anything. It doesn't matter. I love fairy tale retellings. Give me all the Beauty and the Beast retellings, because Beauty and the Beast is my favorite. I read the original in French and English. Like, yes. Back when I could, read French and understand what the heck was going on. But, all right. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here, guys. It has been a lot of fun, but I've got a couple things, and now the rest of my family's awake, and the youngest is making breakfast, and I'm kind of hungry. So sorry to cut this short, and if it sounds weird, that's why. And Andina? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, and I'm sorry. Oh, ballet shoes. I remember that one. Midsummer Night's Dream is my favorite one by Shakespeare. So, anyways, sorry about that. That was random. Side note, I usually stream on Wednesdays and Sundays. However, this Wednesday coming up, my schedule changed because we had some people who had to call out of work because of medical reasons. One was already scheduled off, and the other one got an appointment they've been waiting months for. So they were like, I'm taking it. And so I switched, and I am actually working next Wednesday. So I will not be streaming next Wednesday, but I will be streaming next Sunday. And then after next Wednesday, I'll return to my normal Wednesday, Sunday streaming schedule, at least until November. November, things might change a little bit. We shall see. And if I do have any changes to my streaming schedule, I'll post them into my community tab. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. It's been a lot of fun. On the next stream, I'll be looking forward to hearing about who else is doing Nano and what you guys are working on, because I am super excited about Nano this year. And even if you're not doing Nano, I love hearing about what everyone's working on. It doesn't matter if it's for Nano or not. Tell me all of the things. The dog that just went out now wants back in. All right, that's my cue to get off here. Bye, everyone. Oh, gotta hit the right buttons.